in, ACHA hockey fans. It's another Sunday special feature. I'm shooting on a Saturday. I dragged the captain from the Adrian Bulldogs M1 ACHA team. I gotta get this all right. With me, Sheldon, Nolan. Sheldon, thank you so much for the tour.
Yeah, no problem. It's awesome to be here with you, and I'm glad to show you around a little bit.
Okay, so here we go. We're starting in the M1 locker room, correct?
Yep, so here's where we hang all of our gitch. Usually we'll have a student who does the work, and we'll wash all our laundry and hang it up for us after it's all done. And on the other side, we keep all our sticks. They're all numbered, so the guys know where to put their sticks. And yeah, we keep our shoes just on the racks, and I'll take you in a little bit here.
Okay, let's go inside.
Yeah, also we have all of our senior classes, so all the names of the guys that have been here previously and commit to excellence. Always here. That's one of our main team sayings.
So I gotta ask, what's LEO, Leo? What's Leo?
So that stands for love each other.
I love it.
We just want to promote everyone. You know, you don't have to always be like the best of friends away from the rink and everything, but once we're here, you got to love your brothers. You got to come ready to work every day and support your brothers, and that's why we put it right here, just so everyone can see it every day.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So yeah, so here is where Coach will keep up to date records and standings for our division and our national rankings, and he'll always throw our practice plans right here so the guys are aware of what our day is looking like out on the ice.
That's not your practice plan now, so I'm not giving away secrets.
No, not giving away any secrets.
Okay.
Yeah, not giving away any secrets. So
all right, you've got a camp going on here, so you got a bunch of girls here, and that's one thing with Adrian. You guys have a bunch of teams, and everybody plays hockey here.
Yep. There's 7 teams on campus, so there's definitely a lot of hockey players around. You see a lot of them on a day-to-day basis, but yeah, we have the ability, just the one rink here in Adrian, so a lot of the public skates are run out of this facility, and we lend our room out so teams can get dressed, and I mean, there's 7 dressing rooms here, so there's plenty of space for everyone.
All right, let's start at the very top. W2D.
Yeah, so that stands for We 2 Deep. It's just something we preach as a team of, you know, our best player. There's not a big difference between our best player and our worst player. You know, we're able to run 4 lines of forward and D, and you know, slot anyone into certain spots when guys go down with injuries or anything like that.
Okay. Next, we got accountability. I think I can figure that one out.
Yep, absolutely. We have to keep our players accountable here. You know, we've had some great alumni in this program as well, and it's just being accountable to every single person. You know, yourself, your teammates, the alumni, the coaches, just ready to work every single day.
All right, I'm seeing a bunch of trophies up there.
Yep. So those are a bunch of our GLCHL trophy wins throughout the years. We're starting to get a little collection going. Brian has them perfectly spaced up there. He does a great job of making it look real good. But yeah, right above it you have the team pictures from each of the years, which it's pretty cool to look back. I mean, most of them have the records of the teams too, so you can see if it was a good team or one of the you know, tougher teams for the first few years there in 27, 28, that sort of time. So.
All right, tell me about the stalls. Could you tell me off camera about it? How do you guys arrange this locker room?
Yeah, so if you look right here, this is my stall right here. We keep our helmets, gloves, our skates are always this way. Each guy kind of keeps their gear the same way, so we go pants on the right, shoulder pads on the left, and then obviously our shin pads and knees. On our game days, our jerseys are always hung up. Socks are always ready to go, but this is pretty much the standard of how guys keep their stalls.
Now tell me who sits next to you. It's not all seniors, all juniors, is it?
Yep, no, so we have to space out. None of the seniors are allowed to sit beside someone in their class, so last year I sat beside, he was a senior, I was a junior. I sat beside Tyler Fife, and I sat on the right of me was Manny Silverio, so he was another senior. So couldn't sit beside anyone in my own class. You got to be out there, and you got to be able to, you know, make friends with those, especially freshmen, right? The guys who just come in and have to meet everyone. You got to introduce them to guys early, so you got to put them beside the older guys, and I think it helps out just everyone can get out of their bubble a little bit more, be more comfortable at first.
No doubt what you guys are. You're Bulldogs, aren't you?
We're Bulldogs, absolutely.
All right, still hanging out in the locker room here at Adrian College, the M1 ACHA team. Two-time champions, 2018, 2021?
Yep, that's right.
Sheldon Nolan is with me, the captain of this year's squad. Okay, I want to get your words on what it means to be a captain and a hockey player at Adrian College.
Yeah, I mean, getting the C this year really means a lot to me personally. I mean, we've put in 3 really good years here at Adrian, and Coach Gary has really helped me throughout the way with evolving me as a leader, and kind of teaching me a lot and bringing me into those meetings when I was a younger player, the senior meetings and the leadership meetings. But really just being a captain here, it's such a special program. It's run by great people, and it's got a lot of great alumni who support this program financially, and still they come to our games, they stream our games, and they'll be texting coach between periods trying to help us out. It's just a lot of passion and a lot of good character in this program, and it's easy to lead these guys. We have a full team of leaders, so it makes it really easy every day just to be a leader and lead by example.
Okay, so tell us where home is for Sheldon.
So I grew up in Richmond Hill, Ontario, which is about 30 minutes north of Toronto.
Okay.
Played OMHA, AAA, pretty much all the way up with the Richmond Hill Coyotes, and then played 3 years in the OJHL for the Newmarket Hurricanes. And then after that, I chose Adrian because I had a friend who actually went here who our grandparents grew up together, and it was just a small world kind of thing. And he convinced me that Adrian was the place, and never looked back and never regretted it one bit.
So tell me about Adrian, because when I pulled in here for the very first time, I'm going this is the best kept secret in college hockey, because you guys are champions. You can see with this program in the building, you guys do it right. But yet when I drove in, I was going am I coming into a town where I grew up? Because I grew up in northern Minnesota with about 2,000 people.
Yep.
And it looks very similar to that.
Yeah.
So how's the environment? Do you like it here?
I mean, I love it here. Now that it's the summer, it's definitely a lot quieter without the students in town, eating at different spots, and it definitely seems a bit more quiet when the students aren't here. But where I grew up in Richmond Hill, there was a ton of people, and very city, a little different than what it's like around here. So I thoroughly enjoy it out here. I mean, it's quiet. It's kind of like high school where you know everyone, you see people in class, and you know what sport they play, everyone. It's a real tight-knit community, so I like that. I like the loyalty of it and the honor. Okay,
and you're sporting the 2021 national champions. It wasn't but just a year ago that you guys were the ones that walked away with it in an unprecedented season.
Yep.
Of COVID and everything else.
Yep.
What's it going to take to get back and win this thing again this year?
Yeah, I think we just have to focus on ourselves and really just focus on what we do here every single day. We practice early in the morning at 8 o'clock, so I mean pretty much all year long at 8 o'clock in the morning you come here and you come ready to work. And the work we put in really prepares us for late in the season, and we work harder than any team in the ACHA, which really helps us. We're doing spins, we're doing lifts, we're working hard. We're asking coach for extra skating drills on the ice so that we can skate a little bit more. And we're just trying to prepare ourselves best for that national tournament, because it is a hard 4 or 5 days, depending on how many you're there for. So, yeah.
Okay, Sheldon, let's see another look around the outside of this place. We're inside the locker room now. We're going to go see what that ice surface looks like.
Sounds good.
All right, we're still back in Adrian. Outside, just off the ice surface, you can hear the Zamboni running. Sheldon is still with me. Sheldon Nolan, the captain of this year's squad. Sheldon, tell me what Bruiser is.
Yeah, so Bruiser is our infamous mascot. He's actually an actual bulldog, and he's seen all over campus. The guys will, give him a pet if they see him between classes. But this is the Bruiser doghouse, and between periods, he'll come out and he'll play goalie, and a couple fans will shoot from the blue line and try to score on him. But he's pretty tough to beat since it's such a small little net. He usually grabs that ball pretty good. So
I love it. Absolutely love it. All right, inside the arena here, Arrington Ice Arena on the campus of Adrian College. Sheldon Nolan is still with me. He's taking me on the grand tour. These are some seats that I'm guessing are full every game night.
Yep, I mean, we love the amount of support we get from all the students on campus, especially, like I said, with there being 7 teams. It's a lot of hockey players and a lot of people that just want to watch hockey. So there's definitely quite a few nights. I know the Fridays do a little bit better than the Thursdays, and it really depends on when you're playing and if anyone's been out. The Sunday games at 1 o'clock are usually the worst. Everyone's still sleeping, but yeah, if we want to go up this way, we can check out the scratches. Usually sit up here because we do have a pretty big roster. We usually have a couple guys who are scratched every night, so they'll sit right up here with the ACTV crew.
All right.
Which is awesome. They cover every single game. It's on YouTube, so all our parents can watch. At Adrian, we have a lot of international students, so I mean, there's not a lot of parents that are in the area, but yeah, this is where the broadcasting crew all hangs out, and the scratches hang out up here, and it's a pretty good view for the ice for sure.
Now tell me, we're doing this on an ACHA M1 feature, but tell me about the 7 teams. Let's start with the men. You got an NCAA Division III, right?
NCAA Division III, and then it's us, ACHA D1, ACHA D2, and ACHA D3.
Okay.
So the 4 men's teams, and then for women's, we have the women's NCAA Division III, women's ACHA Division 1, and then women's ACHA Division 2.
So tell me about playing ACHA D1 like you do, because you guys have won 2 national championships, as I mentioned, but this program is set up. Can you tell the difference between your NCAA 3 team and your ACHA D1 team when you guys are walking around campus?
So it's funny, usually you can tell just because our logos are different. So example, you'll see like this logo on all the D1 guys and just the Bulldog logo usually on the NCAA guys. But I mean, I'd say for the most part, the ACHA guys really, like, they'll sit lunch all together. Like, we all hang out, ACHA D1, D2, and D3. And the varsity guys are usually just a little bit busier with their schedule and on the road a bit more. But there's definitely a few of them that we always hang out with too, and they all get intermingled. So.
Okay, let's go down the steps and around, and let's see.
Sounds good.
Let's see a little bit more of this building.
Yeah, we'll go back out this way so I can show you in the back there the pictures.
I'm going to put you on the spot right now.
Yeah.
Got any idea how many people you can pack in here on a game night?
Oh, I have no idea. I know.
Told you I put you on the spot.
I was gonna say, I know for NCAA when they had their playoff finals here, usually all the seats are packed and it's only standing room, so it gets really packed in here. And I'd say that's probably around like 1,000 people tops that you could get in here. So when it's like that, there's definitely only standing room. It's even for us to go to the games or get tickets, it's really hard. So.
And before we get into any more hockey, I see a lot of figure skating. There's a ton of figure skating at this place too, isn't there?
Yep. So we have synchronized skating. There's figure skating, and then there's a whole bunch of different teams. I think they have 4 teams with like between collegiate, USA. I know a couple of the girls, but I don't know about it in depth enough to know about all their teams. But yeah, we see them. They have big teams too, so I mean, we see them everywhere too. Always hanging out. So. All
right, let's follow Bruiser's tracks here.
Yeah, maybe we'll start at this end with some of the pictures, and we'll walk kind of towards the front. But yeah, I love these pictures because it really is just a mix of all the teams and way back. So here was the Division III ACHA team when they went back to back to back. I think it was 2012.
Right.
That year. But yeah, there was a varsity player from the years. Dominic Moore here. He was one of our assistant captains my first year. Unbelievable guy. He actually helped out with our team with assistant coaching a little bit last year. But yeah, they have all the different pictures of all the teams in the past, and it's cool. It's a nice little trip down memory lane.
I like all the sayings. You guys are totally branded, and it all means something, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. That was Kelly O'Sullivan. She was here my freshman year as well. She was an awesome player.
Yep, a heck of a player, is it?
Yeah, great player. With some more really cool figure skating shots. It's kind of funny because I can pick them out and be like, oh, that's CC. That's like, I know which one. Here's my favorite probably. Here's me. Some of the guys.
Oh, look at that.
Goal. It's pretty sweet.
Nice.
But
when was that one taken, do you know?
That was my freshman year, so
Okay.
2019-20.
Okay.
Yeah, Marcel Kotek, he's still playing in the same league that Yager's playing in Ncaa.
Okay, so I got to go back here and you got to explain this to me. I see a Canadian flag sticker on your helmet.
Yep, Canadian flag sticker.
So for all the Canadian players?
All the Canadian players get their Canadian flag. For example, Marcel Kotek, he was from the Czech Republic, so he had the Czech flag on his helmet.
How cool is that?
Henrik Overval, he's from Sweden. He has the Swedish flag on his helmet. There's a whole ton of flags.
I love it. I love it. All become one team, though, don't you?
Yep, absolutely. But some more awesome pictures and history.
So let me ask you this. I'm walking down here. If you're a recruit thinking about coming here, I'm guessing you've taken a few through yourself by now.
Yeah.
Where do you start with these guys? How do you break them into what it's like to be a Bulldog?
Yeah, I think really we just have to introduce them to that winning culture. This was the year 2017-18 when the men's D1 won their first national title. Guys like the goalie you interviewed there, Bearsy, he's the one. But
I see Coach up there, so that's all good.
Yeah, Coach is up there. But yeah, I mean, just the winning. Everyone here really comes to Adrian and they want to win. I mean, when you have a whole group of guys that are really bought into whatever it takes to win hockey games, then you're going to be successful regardless, right? So I think that's just preaching that the whole time whenever anyone's coming in, just that we want to win, and that's what we're here for.
You know, the fascinating part of that too is that you guys all seem to get along so well between all of your different teams. Like there's not any animosity. I mean, you don't really care if you win an NCAA 3 or you win an ACHA 1, 2, or 3, or if it's men's or women's. Yep. You guys are all supportive, aren't you?
Yep. We're supportive, and that just comes from, I think, Adrian in itself. It's a small place, like you said. Only probably about 2,000 students that are going here, so you really get to know everyone, and you really get to celebrate others' success just as much as your own. I mean, when we won, a bunch of the NCAA guys were hanging out with us and, you know, celebrating with us, and this year was the same for them when they won. You know, a lot of our guys were celebrating them and really happy for them. So, you know, you can't really teach someone to care about you. You just have to do it, right?
Right.
So,
yeah.
It's awesome.
All right, still hanging out at Adrian at the Arrington Ice. I've got Sheldon Nolan with me, the captain of this year's Adrian Bulldog M1 ACHA team. Okay, Sheldon, we got half the rink done. Let's get the other half.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. So as you can probably see here, there's a bunch of banners from all the different teams and all their success. And it's awesome to see every time you're here, just to remind you kind of what you're here for and what you're working for. I mean, last year, I still remember when we had our 2020-2021 banner raising night. It was a sweet time. So it's really cool having it over top of the ice. I mean, you're never going to miss it, right?
We only have one problem. What happens when you fill this whole building up? Then what do you do?
Yeah, then we're going to have to find some
building?
space or build a bigger building, that's for sure.
All right.
So yeah, so I'll take you in here after, but this is where the coaches have their offices.
Okay.
Whatnot in the rink, but concessions here, and on the inside too. Usually we have the big horn and stuff right at the back there, all the student workers who take care of the rink. But this is where all the rooms are located on the left side here.
Okay.
So this first room is where the laundry gets done for 7 teams. So as you can assume, it's crazy in there.
One washer, one dryer, I'm guessing.
It might be open. You might be able to see it. So as you can see, you can take a little peek in here.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah,
I can't even imagine this job.
Yeah, the
I
Super
can't even
Duties.
guess it.
Yeah, so we got all our bins for the different teams. You got to be looking at the sides to see whose stuff is whose because you don't want to mix it up.
Right.
But we get our laundry done right there, so it's nice.
I've already learned that you just look for the logo.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, this is the synchronized skating room. I mean, all of them are pretty much in here.
Okay.
And there's a women's locker room here for the coaches for varsity hockey and for the synchronized skating. So this is the women's NCAA hockey room,
Okay.
and they also have their accomplishments here, which is pretty sweet.
Pretty impressive as well.
Yeah, yeah, it's a great team that they have here. So as you keep walking, you get to the benches here, and you'll get to the next room. So here is women's Division II. That's their
Okay.
locker room. Going down this
Well, let's not skip past this one.
Oh yeah, so this is our athletic training room. I was gonna say, I'm trying to never be in there because I'm never trying to be hurt. But we have a couple tables. We'll see if it's open. No, it's not open. I was gonna say it has 2 tables in there. There's 2 ice baths in there. Makes it easy for us guys after the games to go have an ice bath and recover for the next day.
Right.
So we have a couple more locker rooms here. So as you can see, there's like very subtle differences. So this is our men's ACHA Division II logo right there in their locker room, and then this is women's ACHA Division I.
Okay.
And then as we keep going, or actually, sorry, this is women's ACHA Division I. That's women's ACHA 2 right there beside them. So this is women's ACHA Division I, and then you come around to our locker room, and this is where our coaches keep like their pucks, their stuff, just right here in this locker room, and it's right beside us, so we have to make sure we're on our best behavior so they don't hear what we're saying all the time. But this is us right here. This is a massive storage of like practice jerseys, tons of stuff in there, sticks.
So this is where I come to get my Adrian swag, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, anything you need, it's all in there. And we have our 2 bikes here. I know a lot of the guys before games like to get on those just to get their legs going a little bit, or even before practice, if they want to do that kind of thing. The ping pong table, and then this is men's NCAA. So we actually have a shared shower between the 2 rooms.
Okay.
It's great.
So you're able to, do you guys come in through the front, or do you guys come through these?
See, a lot of us do sneak in the back door sometimes, but it just depends if they're like locking it, or if they don't want people parking back there, they'll lock it kind of thing. So
I hear you.
They'll do that.
All right, this is awesome.
Yep.
All right, my day is complete at Arrington Ice Arena at Adrian College in Adrian, Michigan. Sheldon, Nolan, thanks so much for the tour, but I think you got something to show me on the way out, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Come on this way. So as you can see, as you're leaving the rink, you'll see a couple of our trophies throughout the...
A couple of them
throughout the past few years. And we always like to get current players. So this is Tyler Fife from our team. He was our captain last year.
Okay.
And he'll be doing a 5th year and returning, so we're super excited about that. But yeah, it's all current. Kelly O'Sullivan again, Matt Eller, the captain of varsity last year. He'll be graduating, but we always like to get new players up here over the last couple of years. And yeah, we have our pro shop where you can get your skates done, and guys are definitely more than willing to help you out if you have an edge go bad during a game or something. And they always sell on game days. They sell jerseys. They sell hats. They sell a million things over at the pro shop right here. So if you wanted some apparel, you could always get it. And then on your way out, you see another Bulldog victory. That's just the typical for around here. We don't like to lose here, so.
I hear you. Well done. Thank you so much, Sheldon. I appreciate it.
No, thank you. I really appreciate it.
We're looking at the wall just between just above the entrances to the arena. Sheldon, tell me a little bit about these. Who's everybody up here on these pictures?
Yeah, so this is from last year, from 21-22, all the teams that used this facility, the ice rink. So
Okay.
furthest left, we have our senior synchronized skating. Right beside them, the figure skating team. Beside them, the open collegiate synchronized skating team. And then the collegiate synchronized skating. So that's the four synchronized skating teams we have on campus. And then we had our NCAA men's, our NCAA women's, and then us in our new jerseys from last year. We're looking pretty bright up there.
Yeah,
we got
looking
our
good,
men's Division
too.
1, our women's Division 1, and then our men's Division 2, women's Division 2, and our men's Division 3. So it's pretty cool to see all the different students that use this place. As you can see, there's a lot of them in the mix here. So we're super thankful for this rink. It's awesome.
Okay, give me one final comment on coming to school at Adrian College. First of all, tell me how many people you think are enrolled here, and then tell me why you came here to be a student and a student athlete.
Yeah, so there's about 2,000, probably just short of 2,000 kids that are enrolled here. So it really isn't a big campus. It's more of like a high school feel where you know everyone, you know your professors. Your professors know when you're not going to class, so you gotta get there. But yeah, it's that small town feel, but it also, the relationships and the people I've met here have been second to none. I'm so blessed with all the different relationships and friendships I've made here over the past 3 years, and I'm looking forward to 1, maybe 2 more years of it. So
What's the area of study for you?
I'm a business major,
Very
business
good.
management. So that's what I'm hoping to do. I'm thinking about taking my master's in finance. So that's why I say maybe 2 years. I could play an extra one. Coach Gary's definitely hoping that I play the extra. So I might just
Nice.
have to come back for 1 more year. But
Yeah, can't argue that.
yeah, I love it here. I live here in the summers. I mean, I choose to stay here. So yeah, I love it here.